Welcome to the Complete Reels Roadmap, second edition, because thank you, all the Meta Business Suite people who are jacking things up on the back end and changing things around. We have decided to not only re-record this class for social schoolers, but also record this for our social clubbers. Never even called them that. But yeah, we have clubbers in our social club. So we are going to share our screen and we're just going to get started immediately. A lot of this is going to be the how, the why, the what, those kinds of things. And we're going to fly through this, but you can always rewind and watch this later. So Complete Reels Roadmap, second edition, all updated. This is what we're going to be talking about, what they are, why to use them, adding video content to your reels, how to do that, creating transitions using filters, how to find, locate, and use templates, the timing of your audio and all of that stuff and your overlays, and how to adjust that and edit it within the app using the newest tools and updates, what a voiceover is, and how to get your text into voice to text. And then we're going to workshop a reel start to finish at the end. Reels are short, entertaining videos. And both of those words tend to shut everyone down because short means you have to narrow down what you want to say. And we kind of tend to not know how to do that. And entertaining scares people because we're like, we are not a comedian. We're just a mom or whatever. And we're like, what? We're not entertaining, but we get paralyzed by analyzing what it is we have to do to be entertaining, and it's intimidating. So narrowing it down and trying to be entertaining at the same time, all of that together just is a crap storm in our mind of, oh my gosh, I can't do this, but you can, I promise. Reels, why the heck do you need to be using them? Here are some statistics for you. 67% more engagement when you are using Reels. I looked that up and that was still the case. I was actually kind of surprised because Instagram prioritizes Reels so much. Matter of fact, if you upload a video now, it's automatically just turned into a Reel. You can't just have video anymore. It is automatically a Reel. 2.35 billion people interact with Reels monthly. Fun fact, there is a guy, I will, put it in the group or on our Instagram, on our stories, but he has 79 million followers. And he is not that funny. I watched his stuff and I was like, I don't get it, but whatever. So you'll have to let me know what you think about that. And I'll put it in our stories and I'll pin it in some sort of like miscellaneous highlight or something. So it lives forever. 387,000 more likes than TikTok. TikTok. That I need a TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok. 387,000 more likes per month on Reels rather than TikTok. So if you're wondering which platform is bigger, Reels.
Well, and a lot of people use the exact same content in both.
Yes.
So it's a little bit redundant. Yeah.
Yeah. Generation Z, 92% of Generation Zers were asked, what's the difference between TikTok and Reels? And they all said there is no difference. So if the newest generation doesn't see a difference, then there isn't one. Apparently, that's the moral of that story. 90% of IG users watch Reels every week. 90% of Instagram users, that means you and me probably, and everyone watching this.
Me for sure.
Yeah, me, yes, watch Reels. Now, notice that doesn't say 90% of IG users watch stories. I'm always saying that, I'm just not a big stories fan. I should be, but I'm not. But majority of the platform does watch Reels, so it's important to be there. We're going to go over these 5 terms. This is just Reels vocabulary, that just basic media, what that means and what we're talking about. Caption, where that is and where it lives. Overlay, what that is and where it goes. The controls, meaning the audio controls within the Reels platform, and templates. what they are, where to find them, and how to use them. So media, I think it's funny that this is a picture of my feet because I just want to dispel any rumors. I do not sell pictures of my feet. It's very funny. I was showing someone my toenail polish, but media, anyways, it lives in that teeny little square in the bottom left. Of course, this is blown up. It's not the full screen, but in the bottom left, that's where you add your media. Your media can be video or a still picture, which could also be a graphic, just so you know. Media is either or. Caption. Caption is anything that you type in at the end. It includes your hashtags, unless for some reason you're putting your hashtags in your comments, but hashtags should be in your caption. Anything that you say, your call to action, your commentary that accompanies the media that you upload. And in a reel, which is, the complete Reels roadmap. So we're showing you the caption and where it lives within a reel.
And if you make a really long, if you put a ton of words in there, it's going to be truncated. So you're only going to see that first line. It's funny that they're actually hiding most of the captions and still showing the hashtags. So
Yeah.
I do see. So what I feel like the new trend, it needs to be a little bit less hashtags on reels.
Mhm.
And so just a little tip.
Well, I also found that in researching to do the second edition, that the hashtags made no difference in the performance of reels. And several people tested it, and that the hashtags were not making a difference in the performance of the reel. I don't know. I think that that has a lot to do with the fact that topic tags have been added. But I don't know about you. I would really like them to update the topic tags to include things like charity and shopping, because
Right.
those two topics are not in there.
Right. It still does
Okay.
help you. Just a side note, hashtags do still help you with your keywords, which is important because they know where to show your content too.
Right.
If you can write a really good caption with a lot of keywords, you don't need as many hashtags. But if you're not that careful about your keywords, please still use hashtags, please.
Right.
It does.
And just a side note on that, side note on your side note about the side note is that when you're searching a hashtag within Reels, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
within Instagram, does your do all the Reels with that hashtag show up? Because I heard
yes,
not, but it does. I think it does.
it
'Cause
does. Because there's
Reels.
plenty when you go to, when you go to hashtags, you can see posts and then it also has reels, like a section. So you can see both. You can just look for reels used with that hashtag.
Okay, I'm writing down search hashtags. So at the end, when we workshop this, we'll show you what we're talking about. So overlay. This Angelin made us a reel yesterday, and I just screenshotted that because it's updated, and that's an overlay. That's what we're talking about when we say text overlay, overlay. Overlay could also be a sticker. But either way, it lives somewhere on top of your reel. You do not have to read it from the caption, in other words. And Instagram also, that content is searchable.
It does.
So
And they
whatever,
also favor it. They
yeah,
kind
they
of
favor it.
prioritize. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. We were just talking about that. If you notice, this right here is only pulled up big because I clicked to expand the caption. This was very small and truncated at the bottom. So clearly, just based on the layout of Reels and the platform itself, Instagram does not value the caption as much as we do. They value what's overlaid on the screen that people can see quickly without doing any more work.
Yeah.
The controls, Angelin actually just talked about this the other day too. But when you go into Reels and you've added a media, the camera audio comes with that media. So if you have a video and you're face to camera talking, your voice will come through with it. You can turn your voice down So let's say you don't like what you said, but you liked the way you looked. You can turn that down and you can do a voiceover. And so your audio is gone. And then you can replace that audio with a voice text or sound or music, audio, whatever you want. And that is found underneath this little icon right there.
You'll turn down your camera audio for B-roll a lot, when you're in a busy place and you just want the visual, but not the audio that comes out of a lot of B-roll.
Yeah, like airports and
Mhm.
things like that. Templates live in two different places depending on what kind of account you have. Of course, we're in a business growth class, so we're assuming that you are all either creators or business accounts. This does not apply to personal accounts. This is creator and business. Creator accounts, which is what I have for Brookylands Bungalow, the templates live up here. And so how I got here, I'll show you later when we workshop, is you go into Instagram, you click plus for reel, then you go to add media. On the add media screen, drafts and templates live at the top. On a business account, when you click plus to do a new reel, right there in the reel screen at the bottom, it says reel. You can scroll over to the word templates. 3 ways to film. There are 3 ways to get video content for your reels. Obviously, you can film it right within the Reels platform, which Instagram prefers, right? Okay. You could also upload from your camera. Your camera, you can use your phone, your iPhone to film, B-roll or whatever. I, though, tend to go into Instagram stories, scroll over to Live with Me. It's my favorite filter. Film that way, then save to my camera roll. And then I still obviously upload from my camera roll, but my video originates from the Instagram app itself, but not through Reels. In Reels, you would just press and hold the record button to capture the footage. That's what that looks like. If you upload the video from your camera roll, again, just like we were talking about with the media right here, that's the same thing. You would literally just click the media button and add from there. And then that's also where your video from your stories would live, because you would go to your stories, you would hold this down, you would film yourself or film whatever you wanted to film, and then save to your camera roll and upload from there. So
And I
those are
think a lot of that's just habit, what you're used to. So Brooke is just really used to playing in her stories and recording from her stories. I literally never even think about that. I 100% do it from my camera on my iPhone.
right.
And so I think it's not critical that has to be either way. So we just want to teach you a couple different ways. But once you kind of create a habit, you'll probably always do it that way. I do like recording in my camera, uploading it to Reel, and then you can add a filter. Again, Instagram favors that, and heck, it makes me look a little bit better, so I don't mind it. But you could do the same thing, kind of add those filters too. It's just
Yeah.
habit. So it's not a right and a wrong way. You can get there. You can skin that cat a bunch of different ways.
Yes. Yes. It's a very good point. Trending audio, it's just the audio, first of all, in a reel lives down here. Now this is obviously blown up, so this is at the very bottom of the screen. This one's called Instapray, and this little arrow indicates that it's trending up. That little arrow is the icon you're looking for in order to find trending audio. We actually have a tip going live on our Instagram shortly in the next couple of days about a new update in Instagram and where to find trending audio. So check that out too.
I guess if you're brand new to Reels, I'm just thinking this through, you might even be thinking, what do I need trending audio for? Like, what is it? So let me just explain just real quick. If you just film yourself on camera and you're talking and you post that, it's just going to say original audio, because your audio, you're the audio, okay, on that video. There's nothing else there. But if you want to add music behind your voice, then you're going to use what we're calling audio. Okay, so that's music behind, that's one thing. Another way to get trending audio is a lot of times you'll watch reels where people have kind of a voiceover background or like a lip sync type thing. Those are also called audio, and you can use that audio and create your video on top of their voice layer, right? Okay, so you don't always have to have any kind of additional audio other than your voice. But if you use music or someone else's voice, that's going to be considered an audio layer.
Yep. Yep. And no matter what, whether it's someone like the guy from Office Space or, some sort of motivational speaker,
Right.
whatever it is, it all is here. You still
That's
save
right.
it the same way, you still retrieve it the same way, you still use it the same way. There is no difference between a, there's no difference.
Correct. Yeah.
This little music note here, that just indicates that it's an audio. It's not trending. Cute Yorkies is not trending. I think that they are barking in this one. But yeah, there's no, it's just that's just an audio. How to save your audio. You're going to click on that scrolling title of the audio track, which again, we're going to show you when we go live here in a second with my camera, and we're going to use my phone, share all that. But you're going to click on that. And then on the next screen, this is what you come to. This is the updated screen. You can either immediately use that audio, which clearly Instagram wants you to do based on what's the biggest on the screen and the most noticeable, where your eye goes, or you can save that audio for later because you're like, ooh, that would be fun to use, but I'm not quite ready. Click that, it'll turn black, and that'll indicate that you have saved it. And anytime you come to this audio later in your scrolling reels, you're like, ooh, I want to save that. You'll see that you have already saved it. Because if I save something, I tend to like it again like 2 days later. And I'm like, oh, I already liked that before. So just so
Yeah, and
you
you'll
know,
see that little arrow there for trending. See that little arrow where it says next to trending and has started for 3,427 reels. Okay, so basically, why trending audio is good. If you are scrolling through reels and you hear the same voiceover audio over and over and over, Brooklyn just did one this morning. The audio was like trying not to cry, trying not to cry. Well, I opened my reels and I heard that same audio 3 times in 10 minutes. So it's interesting how the reason you want to use these trending audios is that Instagram is pushing those. They'll have like a trending audio, and then you're going to get more eyeballs. And that's why it's a good thing, because reels show to people who are not your followers. They don't have to be following you to see your reel. And that's why using trending helps you get in front of new eyeballs.
yep. Amen. And 3,427 people have used that particular audio. And that's not a lot,
Right.
which means it's on the uptick. And a lot is like 100,000.
Right.
Okay. 100,000 other Instagrammers have used that audio for their reel. You want to get in on the ground level. So somewhere between 1,000 and 4,000, 5,000 is a good spot to be. So this one is one that I would use.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How to retrieve and use your saved audio track. So when you're in a reel, anything that you've saved will live underneath this little icon, the little music note. And then what you do on the next screen is you click this music note, and then this is what the next screen looks like. You can search existing music, or you can go to your saved, and this is the little tab saved. So once you go to saved, you just scroll down through your saved audio and you find it, and you click on it. If you click the arrow on the right hand side, that gives you a preview of what it is, and it won't add it to your reel. If you click on the words itself on the link, it will add it to your reel. You can always delete it, but if you're just trying to figure out, because they're all named some weird
Right.
things,
Yeah. And you want to
um,
hear them. Yeah.
yeah, you want to hear them, you'll want to test them out over here. Now on this one, how to use real templates. Okay, so we were talking about audio and all of that. Templates are Instagram's way of helping you to make better content faster. Um, I have just a fun fact on the back end of your settings, you can allow your reels to become templates for other people. There's a toggled switch. So anyways, if you don't want people to copy your reel, then turn that off. If you want people to possibly use it, then here's the advantage of that. Your reel will be, uh, I wouldn't say prioritized, but rewarded by being seen more because you have allowed it to become a template and other people can use it to create their own content. So that's where that little, symbol will be. So as you're scrolling through reels, you might see this little use template icon. If you click on that, the reel that you just watched will then allow you to recreate it using your own media. You can even change the music if you want.
So let me just expand on that. I think you can go to the next one. I think we have two of this use templates. I bet. Let me give you an example. A lot of times you'll see like a slideshow of maybe it's a video clip that's 5 seconds and then a still image that's 3 seconds, and or you might see 15 still images that are 0.5 seconds each. So what it does is that it takes that template and says, okay, you need 15 pieces of media, and it will allow you to select your media. Then they're automatically dropped in those slots to create the same slideshow with your media. So that is what a template is. And so sometimes you'll look at it and you go, oh, I just don't have a video clip that's 3.5 seconds that I want. So maybe that template isn't working for you. So you can actually scroll through that audio page and see if there's another template, because they won't all be the same templates, right?
Right.
So you can keep watching other people's audio examples to see if there's a different template, or you can just use the audio and create the video yourself. It just takes a lot more time. The template is like a super fast shortcut. And
Yeah.
that's why you'd want to use that.
Yeah. And that's, we will also show you exactly how to use a template here in a second. The last thing that we want to kind of just leave you with before we workshop is you can locate this freebie, 50 Reels starter ideas, in one of three places. If you are new to Next Chapter Social, then go to nextchaptersocial.com, and we have this as a freebie on our website. We also have it linked in the Instagram bio, on our Instagram account, Next Chapter Social. And then finally, if you are already in Social Club and you're watching this as a Social Club member, you can find this in our private Facebook group under files, and you can print that out, keep it on your desk, and use it over and over. So let's workshop. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. I'm going to share my phone screen. And the first thing we're going to do is talk about transitions. It's the first thing on the list. So, let me mirror, that would help. Okay. So I'm in our Instagram, and what I'm going to do is click plus. I'm going to click reel, and I'm going to add media. Okay. And I'm going to be like, hi, everyone. Nice to see you. All right. Then I'm going to maybe add a clip. Okay, I'll add this. Okay, there we go. All right. So I've added 2 bits of media on to this reel, and you can see that that's indicated by this little pink and then the break, and then there's another one. So we have 2 bits of media. When you've gone all the way around the circle, that means that you're maxed out your time limit on your reel. So what I'm going to do is click next, and then I'm going to edit video and go over here. No, back.
You're frozen.
Oh, I am? Oh, that's lovely. Um, It's saying something went wrong. That's great. Okay. So we are going to, let's see. Let me stop sharing and go back in really quick. Share a screen. Sorry about that. Now let's go back here. Okay. So, your transitions between your videos happen in between the videos themselves. So your transitions can take place by pinching one clip down to make it match the other one. And what I mean by that, have you ever seen when someone zooms in or zooms out? Let me show you one of those reels. Start over. Gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to one of our other accounts and show you a reel that we have saved under drafts. Here we go. So notice the transitions here. Okay, so I zoomed in on one peanut butter and I zoomed out on the other. The reason why I'm talking about these different transitions from the point of filming is because if you notice, if we go back to our other account, transitions do not live in the app anymore. I am just now actually seeing that. So let me show you really quick. We're going to go here plus reel. And I'm going to just add a couple of, there's a draft. We'll go with this draft. And then edit. And then edit video. If you notice, Angela in a couple of, okay, we're going to pause that. Edit video. See? No transitions anymore down here.
That is new.
Yep, that's brand new since we started recording, because that was not the case yesterday. I did not. Okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about are filters. So I'm going to get out of here. And I'm going to discard that. Get out of this. Okay. So, and again, we are frozen. Filters are just nothing more than the things that you see across the bottom. And the filters that you see across the bottom, you can add, and I'll show you where to add that. I don't know why this is being so temperamental for me, but apologize, bear with me. The filters are endless. Some are ridiculous, kind of like a Snapchat filter. And some are simple, like, you know,
like a make yourself look a little bit softer or prettier, that can be just
absolutely.
Simple. Yeah.
And so the one that I like, you might want to download it, is called Life with Me.
There's also, before you click on that, I want to show you, see where the little stars are underneath the music note on the side where it says effects. That is where you can click on to find the filters. So there you can scroll through across the bottom. It gives you like, a few suggestions. If you go here, you can find a lot more, and then you can save the ones that you like right there. And if you save it, then you'll be able to see it across the bottom.
Yeah, and notice, see the little bitty line underneath the ribbon? These are all the ones that I have saved. This is another one that I really love. It just gives me like a, vintagey kind of glow. I feel like this is a very natural one. The boho filters, there's various options with that one. But anyways, so play with it, save them. You can see trending here. These are all the ones that are trending on the internet or on the reels. And you just play with it, save the ones that you like, and move on. So those are filters. Now let's go to templates. All right. So I am in Next Chapter Social. So I'm going to click right here. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to click plus and I'm going to go to Reel. See it across the bottom, how we showed you inside of the actual PowerPoint? That's where you find all the templates. You can literally scroll through here and find all kinds of templates. So what I'm going to do is just find one. I'm going to click on I want to find one with multiple pictures. Let's see. Okay. This one's a little bit slow, but we'll use it. And see across the bottom, let me pause it really quick so you can't hear it. Across the bottom, you can see that there are 4 slots. Sometimes there might be like 15 and you have to scroll and count how many you're going to need. But this one is very simple. We need 4 bits of media and they're all going to be timed automatically to 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, and 2.2. And
I
it's
love that for video clips. This is a good one because you're going to have 4 little videos. If you had some B-roll or something like that, you're going to.
right. So what I'm going to do is all I'm going to do is click right here to add media. There you go. Now we're going to take some of these fun little videos that I have created. Let's just do that one. And I'll do trying to find another video. One sec.
And sometimes even if you use the live camera feature on your phone, so if you're taking photos but they're live, that will actually come across as a video in Reels.
Yes.
So
But
just FYI.
so like what she's at, see all of these right here, you can tell we're done live.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to click here.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. So it's created my reel. It's a great one. It's kind of,
It's
just
not a great one, but
now you can see how it's pretty great.
yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, so
So makes it so easy.
right. And then you would go on, you can edit it, you can put overlay on it and stuff like that, but that's how easy it is to make a reel. So let me get out of here really quick. Get out of that. Start over. Get out of that. Okay, so now timing. The newest feature, and I actually like this one, is the new editing tool within the app itself. It really helps with your
Yes.
everything. So this is a huge change from what we've taught in the past because it's different and it's easier to use. So it's very simple. Gonna go here. I'm gonna click reel. I'm gonna add some media. I'm gonna start a new video. Let's just add I'm gonna do some live pictures. Add I'm gonna add clips. Let me go back. I'm just doing pictures of Jaden. Let's do this one. Add. And one more. I don't even know. Let's do this one. Add. Okay. So let me pause it. Okay. So this is where we're going to fix the timing. So right here, you can see that it's a lot bigger and easier to work with. You see 1 second, 3 second, 5 seconds. So it's every 2 seconds, which is also very telltale. They like your clips to be 2 seconds-ish or shorter. And notice that the seconds across the top are in 2-second increments. Like there's 2 seconds between each one. So in order to change the timing, all you do is click on, wait, hold on. You click on the actual clip itself and you scrunch it down. Sorry. Okay, so you scrunch it down. Then this part right here will not be shown. This right here also, you just click on it, you scrunch it down. Scrunch is the
Yeah. I was gonna say pinch, but I like your word scrunch.
scrunch, scrunched, pinch,
Like it.
scrunching and pinching. That's all we're doing. It's very simple, scrunching and pinching. So that's timing. But what I want to do really quick is I'm going to do an overlay and show you how to fix the timing on that. So here we are. And I love how it's in here now. So you can see across the bottom that you can reorder. I'm clicking on it as if I can do that. Clicking on it, and then you literally can just drag and drop. So scrunching, pinching, dragging, and dropping. And then we can add clips. We've already shown you how to do that, but I'm going to add a text. So now on my text, I'm going to say, go big or go home. I yell that at him all the time. Okay, so there's that. And then done. Now you can see that that lives across the bottom. I'm going to add text again. Light them up. Okay. So I say that too. All right, so there we go. So we have our two. Oh, it's frozen. That figures. Okay, so can you see this?
I see light. Yeah.
Okay, you see light. All right, done. Hopefully that will catch up. There we
I
go.
know.
So now you see the two stacked on top of each other. Here's what we love about this new feature. When I click on the top one, which it's got a delay, but when I click on the top one, I can scrunch it in order for it to only appear over certain clips within the reel itself. So you can't see this because there's a delay, but I've scrunched it down. Now you see that
There
it's
we go.
scrunched down.
Mhm.
When I
Mhm.
scrunch it, watch. See how that line pops up?
Yes. God bless it. That's just the best feature.
Yeah, that line is amazing. Where is it? Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, you can see it. So that
Yes.
line is a completely amazing feature, which is not happening at the moment, which is weird. It was just happening, but anyway, so we'll go to the next one. And then see that line right there? That means that it's ending at the end of that clip. And you can feel it with your finger.
Yeah. Kind of makes
Your,
a
yeah,
little tick.
right.
Mhm.
So anyways, that is why you should love the new feature, because when you're scrunching and all of that, you can add words and make it overlay on certain clips. All right, so that is overlay, that's timing, templates, and now we're going to do a voiceover. So I'm going to take the same reel.
Before you move on real quick, just show them how you can add a sticker there too. Oh, it's okay.
Oh,
I was just
perfect. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. It's going slow and I apologize for this. But I am on the sticker now. Let me add a sticker. So I'm just going to add, and this will hopefully catch up on me. I'm going to add this little Earth Day little heart kind of thing. And it's not, this is just not going my way today. Okay, there we go. So I added the sticker, and now I'm going to click done. And notice that the sticker timing is down at the bottom, even below that. And so they just keep stacking. And so maybe I don't want this sticker right there. Maybe I only want it to appear over the last one.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
this is the worst reel ever, but you get the idea.
great.
So
Yeah,
now I'm going to add a voiceover to it, which is even more fun. So again, if you recall, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to go to controls, and you can see that the camera audio is there. But right next to controls is voiceover. So what I'm going to do is push plus or push record. I love my Jaybird. I always say, go big or go home, and light him up when he's pitching. Okay. I didn't like that because I didn't end it. So I'm going to erase it, discard it, go over. Oh, wait, I have to move it back. I love my Jaybird. Light him up and go big or go home. Okay. I love my Jaybird. Light him up and go big or go home. Okay. So I've taken the camera audio down. Jaybird. Light him up and go big or go home. And there you go. Now let's watch it and go big or go home. Let me. I love my Jaybird. Light him up and go big or go home. Okay. And you can see everything popping up when I want it to happen.
Or go and you can even add music behind it if you want. Why don't you just show them how, just so they can see how you add music?
No, why not? But notice how obnoxiously loud that is.
Right.
We're gonna go. Okay, so go here, go to control. I love my Jaybird. Light him up and go big or go home.
Perfect.
Light him up and go big or go home. I love my Jaybird. Okay, so that's a voiceover. Now what we're going to do is a voice to text because we don't have enough going on in this reel. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click on the text. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to edit video and we're going to click on the text. You're going to click on the purple. Okay. And then you see that little thing in the bottom right-hand corner that says text to speech.
You'll want to take off your voice if you're going to do this.
Yes, I will do that in just a second. Voice.
Light him up. Light him up.
Either one is
Light him up.
lame, but we're going to go with that one. Then we're going to go here. We're going to text to speech.
Go big or go home.
Okay, and then we're going to click plus or check. Yes, we're done. Now let's see it all together with all of our bells and whistles. Light them up and go big or go. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Light him up. Go home.
Jaybird, light them up and go big or go home. Okay. Yeah.
Go home.
Jaybird, light them up and go big or. All right. So
you want to have your, if you were going to use that, you'd actually want to have your stickers not overlapping each other. There you go. And then you'd want to edit.
Yeah.
Or go home.
Jaybird,
light him up.
And go big or go home. Okay. So now we're going to be done with that. And we're going to come here and we're going to go to the edit and we're going to go to controls. And then I'm going to take my voiceover off. Make the music a little bit louder. And now we should be good to go. Now I must have taken everything off because it's not. Let's try to see what's going on here. Interesting. I think that Instagram is upset with me because I'm doing too many things.
I think you would have to take the voiceover, delete it instead of just turning the volume down. Is right. Maybe what, but okay. You're always going to start with text to speech, or you're going to do a voiceover. You're not ever going to build one, just like we just did. We were just trying to show you all the fun features, but
right. And there is one more feature that I would like to go here and show you. And if you scroll over and it's taking a little time to catch up, there is one called sound effects underneath the music note. And on the far right hand side, you can add side effects or sound. There's going to be side effects.
Delirium and frustration.
Yeah, a seizure from all of this. But under sound effects, there's all different kinds of sounds, and you can add those along the way as well, as if this does not have enough going on. All right.
But you can, that like applause, like in certain places, you can hit the little applause button. It's very fun.
Yes. Now we're done with the planned stuff. We're going to do one more, and that's searching for hashtags. So let me get out of here and reconnect just so that, there we go. So let's go back to Instagram. And we are here. There we go. Gonna let it catch up. It's super mad at me right now. All right, so now we're in Instagram, and you're going to go to the search feature at the bottom, and you're going to search here, and you're going to just type in, let's just go with Taylor Swift because that's what I saw at the top of my screen. TaylorSwift. Okay, and I'm going to search. Okay, so once you search Taylor Swift, at the top of the choices, your bar, your choice bar, you'll be able to see that you can search by accounts, music, hashtags, or location. And in this particular instance, I'm going to search for the hashtag. And so I clicked hashtag just now and it's catching up with me, but it will then pull in all the different hashtags that include the words Taylor Swift. I'm going to click on the very, very top one. It's 19.5 million posts. And I'm not going to follow that hashtag because I don't want to see all that. But just to prove our point from earlier, this top left hand reel that you're about to see pop up on the screen is a Taylor Swift reel. And so I'm going to click on that and I'm going to see if Taylor Swift is a hashtag used in it. And
I
yes,
see where it shows top, recent, and reels.
I click it.
So just so you can see that up top.
Years ago, but you're going to see it now. And so at the bottom, you'll see that she has Taylor Swift in there as a hashtag, and she's showing up as a reel under that hashtag search. So that's interesting. Anyways, okay, so hope you're thoroughly schooled on making reels and where everything is. Pause us, rewind us, and by all means, reach out to us if you have any questions. Tag us in your Reels Next Chapter social. We love to see those. We like to share your stuff. And we like to uplift you online by sharing it to our stories. So thank you so much for listening today, and we'll see you later.